So if I take a C chord and I'm playing that here with my third finger on the third fret, and I move my third finger up, what happens is it's not a C anymore. So what you're doing is you're moving this one note, but you still have those open strings ringing in there. So what we're going to get into is what we call movable shapes. What makes a chord movable is when you close it off and play no open strings. Now this presents a new technique, something called barring. A bar is where you hold down multiple strings with one finger. So if I play the top two strings on the first fret, just try this real quick. These two notes together, my finger lays flat and I grab both of those strings, or three strings here, or even four. Okay? So that's called a bar. This is the only time when you're allowed to adjust your fingering from being up on the tips to laying flat. Again, the whole point we were discussing in the first DVD is learning to play with your fingers up on the tips so you get that clean sound and close to the frets so the notes sort of have a ping. Remember, everybody has their own, hand type, and so you have to learn to find that spot on the tip of your finger where it sounds best. So let's take an A chord now, and we previously learned this was the second fret, first fret, open, open. Now again, the fingers that I used here were second finger and first finger. Now for this example, I want you to use your third finger and your second finger. Now if I'm just playing an A in a song, I wouldn't finger it like this. I would play it this way. But for our example right now, this is going to show you how you take the basic open chords and they sort of just boost you into the movable shapes. Here's that chord again. Now take your first finger and place it back here kind of on the nut where the open strings are being played. And then what you're going to do is you're going to slide it up. So again, these two fingers slid up. And now my first finger is going to do what we discussed, barring on the first fret. So these frets here now are 3, 2, 1, 1. And this is a movable bar chord. It's a major chord. Again, here was A, and now we've raised it. This is an A sharp or a B flat chord. Here's your B flat. And then you can, the cool thing now is we've closed it off. Remember I said that a movable chord doesn't have open strings. So as I slide this up the neck, it's all still a major chord. So I know that these are a little tougher, right? You got to push a little harder and get your muscles going to get the bar chords, but they pay you back a lot more, meaning here I'm showing you one chord, but you really get it, at least times 12, as many frets as you can play it on. All right, so a great way to practice this is exactly what I just did, playing it, moving up in half steps up the neck. So let's try it together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move it up. Keep it consistent. And one more. Okay, so this is a major chord, and try to, again I said keep it consistent, don't let your fingers kind of squish together as you move it. It has to be the same shape on every fret. And take a look at your ukulele here for a minute. When you look at the higher frets, do you notice anything different about them as opposed to down here? They're closer together. So the same stretch and the feel down here, when you get up higher, you have to sort of compression.